mic check, 1 2, 1 2, check microphone, microphone 1 2, mic check 1. Mic check 1 2. All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Iyoba Cricket Oval right here in the city of Edo, Benin City. It's the South South Female Cricket League right here at Edo City, and the game we're watching is the Super 4 between Pathfinders Cricket Club and Ideya Royals Cricket Club. I have with me my brother from the south in person of Akanemo. Good morning, Akanemo.
Thank you, Bayomi. It's good to be here with you.
All right, thank you very much, Akanemo. And we can see on the screen that Pathfinders are currently batting, and they are 52 runs for the loss of 3 wickets in 11.3 over. Akanemo, can you quickly run us through how the third edition of the South South Female League has been?
Okay, Bayomi, I think it has been a wonderful experience, and what we're seeing here is a lot of improvement from the girls who have been showing their quality and class in the course of this event. And incidentally, Pathfinders are sure trying to make it through Ideya Royals, but the projected score from them here is going to be quite low because we are looking at 88 runs at the end of it. I think they should up their games going forward to make sure they can beat Ideya.
Up their games going forward is what he said, and what we just witnessed is actually a boundary from Urata Divine, who is currently on 26 runs off 39 balls with 2 fours to her kitty, and with a strike rate of 66.67. She's currently holding her team so high, and in partnership with Rebecca, who has only faced 1 ball and scored 1 run. Akanemo, let's go a little bit, let's digress from this game. I was talking to Rixin Tete, who is also on this ground earlier on, that if we really look at the composition of the female national team of Nigeria, it comprises of every single one who has played in the South South. Do you say that so much development is happening in the South?
Quite certain there is much development here in the South, and the pilgrimage of female cricket tends to direct towards Edo State, where the South South Female Cricket League is taking place. And the who is who in the national team are here, and even the younger ones who are trying to compete for shit are doing it from Iyoba College at the moment. And looking at what they have done here in South South, the handler of the female national team said, other zones of the country need to, and the who is who in the national, okay, they need to copy from the South South. He commended South South for this great feat to keep the girls going with a lot of cricket action that can improve their performance.
Yeah, and that what we just saw to end that over was a boundary by Rebecca, which brings her tally to 5 off 2 balls, and it is 12 overs gone, 62 runs on the board, 3 wickets it is. And Pathfinders will be looking to build up from this partnership, because they had 3 early scared earlier on, where they lost their first wicket. When they lost their first wicket very early on in the innings, which they least expected, and also the second innings. Change of bowling for Ideya Royals. Coming into the attack now is Chukwuwon. Chukwuwonye, that's her name. We sincerely apologize for Cricket Rose shortening it. And there's one thing I usually wonder. Nigerians tend to have very longer names, so I'm not quite surprised that Cricket Rose had to put ... at the end of her name, because her name is more than 7 words. There, lovely shot towards the point region for a single, and I must say that Divine is actually getting into the groove of this game?
I think Divine is one of those heroes Pathfinders are looking up to draw motivation in this tournament. And she has built her house and she's up now seeing the games better. I think I won't be surprised if I see her make a half century in this game so far. Bayomi, the girls, I would say, with the names that you talk about, don't forget Nigerians, we are very religious people. So God must be attached to one of our names or the other one, Oluwa, Chuku, Obasi, or Obong. So that's why the combination would always be longer for a Creek hero. Back to the game. I think one of those I was enjoying to see her bowl was a Lucky Piety, though she had some loose balls and she was punished for it. So far, a new ball is about to be delivered.
Lovely push towards back of the point where Point had to chase down, but one run was taken. Divine is currently 35 runs. She has held her nerves and put her team above the 50 mark. At first, at some point in time, before we came into the comms box, I thought they were not going to get probably a 50 in probably 15 overs, but Rebecca and Divine have held on their nerves and ensure that they just keep ticking the board all the time. Current strike rate is 5.20. White ball being signaled there by umpire Miracle, and the batters take advantage of the wicketkeeper not taking hold of that ball for a single. That's wide one from the two batters. And Akanimo, could you quickly run us through the sponsors of the South Female League?
Okay, I think the most important, the lead sponsor I would say is Pet Foundation, which this gentleman or the club of people there have done so much to make sure that the girls are busy in very good venture. Cricket here is one of the games that can help a child coordinate between the hands and the eye, and the discipline in the game also help in the academics and the career as they grow up. So this is very good venture, this is very good investment from Pet Foundation. Kudos to them. We wish more partners come in to help this game bigger and brighter for the South girls and indeed Nigerians as a whole.
And indeed Nigerians as a whole. A dot ball being bowled, and it is 5.29 current run rate, with the last ball of the 13th over to be bowled. Oh, she swung her bat, missed it, and look, run out chance not taken by the wicket keeper. She had a chance to take that run out, but the umpire Miracle is signaling a bye, and that has brought us to the end of the 13th over. It's 13 overs gone, 68 runs on the board, 3 wickets it is, and it's a 20 over game. Who is going to be coming into board? Lucky Piety and her captain, the wicketkeeper, are currently having a discussion. I think Lucky will be the one taking the ball to bowl from the other end. So now, we're going to be having a little bit of agreement on which end to call each of the side. Probably we'll call that side the Express Road, and this other side probably the Forest Road. What do you think?
I think we can call the other end the Palm Grove end, because I can see some palm trees over there, and we call this one. Can we call this one the forest side? I agree with that.
All right then. Lucky Piety onto the strike, as she has Divine to contend with. Divine is 35 runs off 47 balls. Lucky Paiti, a national team player. She did very well during the qualifiers for Nigeria, and she has a task here for Pathfinders Cricket Club. Shot ball outside the off stump. Rebecca couldn't square cut that, where you have points up in the inner circle. Now the wicketkeeper is telling point to go back because she was just too close to the bat. Full toss, very well dispatched. Will that go all the way to the boundary? Yes, it is. Lovely boundary there by Divine. Took her time, saw the loose balls from Paiti, and she sent that all the way to the boundary for 4. Let's see that on the replay again. You could see how she waited for that ball, took her time, saw the flight, played it in the middle of the bat, and that went all the way to the boundary. Lovely 4 there from Divine.
A superb performance, I must say, from a batter of the quality of Divine. She's really making it out here, giving her name the responsibility as well to make sure that the Pathfinders find their way around Idia Royals, who seems to be a tough nut to crack. Remember Coach Florence telling us some days back that Idia Royals will be difficult not to crack because they've not played against them before. And Pathfinders, before making it to the Super 4, they were top of the group, okay, second in the Port Harcourt zone of the preliminaries. So Divine was still there in the leaders board as one of those who kept the bats and kept the run and the tallies kicking for her side. She's definitely doing that here again.
She's definitely doing that. And for some of you who might be wondering, was the South Female League played only in Edo? No, it was played both in Edo and Port Harcourt. Akanimo will be running us through shortly on the number of teams that was registered for this tournament and how they were all grouped into Group A and Group B and how they all did. Lucky Paiti has just bowled Divine. Not the kind of way I would have expected Divine to have gone. That ball was full, getting low, and she just went away from it. She should have stayed down and drive that back. You could see from the replay, Paiti knew what she wanted. She played across the line of the ball. She should have just stayed, played it on the front foot or played in the B, and Pathfinders has just lost Divine, who did extremely well for her side, and they are 75 for 4 after 13.4 overs. And we could see on the screen Divine has 40 to her kitty, and every other person just managed to put up some run on the boards. And quickly, let's go through the bowling scorecard, and you can see that Idia Royals have used a total of 7 bowlers. And in cricket, once a captain has used 7 bowlers, it just looks like she's running out of options, but she has done extremely well to take out the danger lady in person of Divine.
A sad one, I must say, that the Pathfinders are losing. I've lost a good batter at this moment, but she held on, even as Abayomi, you could see coming up to this Super 4. The Pathfinders did a great job back in the preliminaries at the Port Harcourt zone. They came out second. In the zone, we had the Smashers, Pathfinders. We had the Rangers from Uyo, and another team from Bayelsa, which was Dazagon. And the way the table played out before we begin this new over, the way the table played out was Smashers topping the group, followed by Pathfinders, and then third on the log was the Rangers of Uyo, and then the Zagon finished last. I think here in Edo we will look at the table, how it came out. It turned out where we had the first 2 coming up into this Super 4 finals. Abayomi, let's see the game for your eyes.
Lovely shot there by Rebecca, straight towards mid off for a single. She played that exactly the way I would have expected her to play, on the ground in the V, and that single will bring us to the end of the 15th over as they are, I beg your pardon, 14th over as they are 77 for 4 and we are currently going to witness the 15th over. Big shout out to the sponsor Pen Foundation, who made sure that we have the South South Female League continuously going and keeping strong for the past 3 years. And quickly, let me run us through the teams that played in Zone 1. We have Idea Royals Cricket Club, Adolo Amazons Cricket Club, Ekpoma Supernova Cricket Club, and Delta Force Cricket Club. That should be a white ball, and yes it is. And in Group B, or Zone B that they tagged them as, we have Smashers Cricket Club, Pathfinders Cricket Club, Rangers Cricket Club of Ibom, and Akwa Ibom, I beg your pardon, and Dazagon Cricket Club. So it had the comparison of 8 teams, where the top 2 teams from both zones are slugging it out for the Super 4, which is weakness in the first game. Oh, lovely bowling there. Rebecca is just being casual. You would have expected her to play on the front foot, keep it on the ground, drive those balls. But at this point, you could see that Pathfinders understands very well what they need to do, and they are doing it easily. Oh, back towards the leg side. Was that played off the bat? No, it was off the pad, and the umpire Miracle signaling to the PCT where the scorer is a leg by. White ball being signaled there by the umpire. Miracle. At this point in time, the Royals will be asking themselves, do we keep this girls or this Pathfinders cricket team on the 100? Or if they score above 100, what are our chances of ensuring that they chase it easily? Straight off the ground towards mid-off. Hotro picks it up but overthrows, and the batters will just go for 2 comfortable runs, converting 1 into 2.
Interestingly, despite the loss of Oranta Divine, Pathfinders are still showing up the fight, and you can see here by me their projected score has gone up from 80 something and up to 113, which is a good call. That means we, the Royals, in the second innings will be doing so much to make sure that they upturn these scores. What do you think, Bayomi?
Obviously, I expect them to keep the ball ticking. They know they have a very strong opponent in terms of Idea Royals, where you have the likes of Lucky Piety, who can actually pull aside a team. And it's even good to say that no matter how the wickets they have lost, only just 4 wickets, they are still currently going at 5.66 per over, which to me it's a very good run rate. Lovely shot there towards mid wicket, a run out chance, direct hit, not given there by the umpire. Lovely running in between the wickets by the batter. To me, she played it very well. You could see from the replay, on the ground, straight towards mid wicket, and that was directly onto the wicket. Lovely fielding there by the fielder on jersey number 4 for Idea Royals. Oh, I just got an information now that the fielder who threw the ball happens to be the sister of the umpire Miracle, and you can see a very good sportsmanship there by the umpire Miracle, helping the batter out to strap her pad to ensure that it doesn't fall off while she's running. Good job there by umpire Miracle Akigbe. Waiting for the batter to take her crease, and she just did. On the ground again, can it go for a single run out chance? Overthrow. She didn't throw it straight into the bowler's hand, and the fielders have to be very cautious with these consistent overthrows. They need to throw it straight into the fielders or the wicketkeeper's hand, and like we say in cricket, the safest hand is always the wicketkeeper's gloves.
Abayomi, I think the overthrows coming in droves shows that the fielders of Idi Royals are a little bit under pressure, because they thought that they would wrap this game up keeping Pathfinders under 100. But as it looks, they might cross 100, because we still have yet to bat Fateh Fine Face. We have another big gun there, Kafayat, still left in the mix. So I think Idi Royals need to be on the panic mode, definitely. But they need to keep their cool as a Queen Warrior who is who they represent, so that they can keep up with this game and come up tops.
And come up tops, he says. And there we have it, a change of pads from Pathfinders. And now the game is going to be resuming. Total runs on the board is 84 for 4, and we're witnessing the last ball of the 15th over. Lovely shots, a run out chance. Can this be taken this time? Oh, and lovely throw, but good running in between the wickets, and that has brought us to the end of the 15th over. It will be 85 for 4 after 15. Current strike rate is 5.67.
Oh, we seem to have injured batter there. Okay, I think she's up. That's supposed to be Rebecca Awaji, who is now anchoring for Pathfinders. Waiting for new ball.
I think we have a change of bowling. There's a spin bowler coming from the palm tree end. Favor is the new bowler. Lovely bowling on the ground. Oh, I beg your pardon, she's bowling a last over. She has bowled 3 overs, conceded 9 runs and 1 wicket. Lovely shot towards the leg side. Would I race all the way to the boundary? No. Lovely piece of fielding, picking it up and throws it straight back to the wicketkeeper. At this point in time, I must say that they are actually keeping the ball thick in. There are lesser dot balls than we have expected here, and I must say that Pathfinders Cricket Club batters have done justice, even though it might not be the runs they had hoped for, but they will be satisfied with their performance. We just hope that their bowling would match up to their batting. On the ground, straight off, run out chance. Oh, lovely piece of fielding there by the wicketkeeper. The bowler threw it totally away from her, and she had to dive to her right to stop that ball from beating her, as she doesn't have a protection at the back. Up in the air, not utilized by Rebecca. Rebecca seems to be dotting a lot of balls as she has only faced 9 balls and has scored 8 runs. I think Favor is just trying to tempt her to come forward by bowling those lollipops. She's not putting too much turn or bowling with her wrist. She's just floating it into the air and allowing the wind to take justice to it. That you could see now on the ground. Straight towards long off. Piety with the ball. Oh, a run out chance and given. Lovely piece of fielding there by Lucky Piety. She saw the run out chance and she took advantage of it. Lovely piece of fielding there by Lucky Piety. Let's see if we can have that on the replay again. And you can see straight to Lucky Piety. She picked it up and threw it straight to the wicket keeper, who held on to it and took that run out. Lovely piece of fielding there by Lucky Piety, and it's 84 for 5 in 16 overs.
Thank you, Abayomi. That's the quality and class of a super team like Idia Royals. You can see that they were taking a lot of extras to the opponent, and now they are trying to make sure that they do have a upper hand. Okay, new batter is coming into the middle. That is Fatih Fine Face. What do we expect from Fatih Fine Face?
What I don't know whether the captain, the batting coach or the captain of a side would have given her instructions too. But what I would have guessed would have been keep the ball ticking, do not play the dot balls. Let's see if we can cross 100 in the next 4 overs. And I'm sure if these ladies can get above 100 or 115, they have something to defend while coming into field. And now, who will be bowling from the Forest Field end is Lucky Piety, as she's taking her run up. She will be bowling to Rebecca, who has faced 11 balls and scored 8 runs. Lucky Piety has bowled 3 overs, conceded 20 runs, taking 2 wickets, and an economy of 6.67. Piety confirming her field set. Rebecca on strike. And she has just been bowled. Lovely piece of bowling there by Lucky Piety, Nigerian international, who just justice with the bat, and now she's doing justice with the ball for her team Pathfinders. And we can see that on the replay again. You could see how she was. She took her time, held on to it, and she just went quietly up and middle stump. Lovely piece of bowling there by Piety.
I can say that is quality from Piety. I remember when she made the news as the youngest, the teenager that made a century in the first edition of this tournament. And she became instant hero for Nigerian cricket and West African cricket. And today she's still doing that again. I don't know what she did, but she made the batter frozen. Rebecca was so casual there, standing to pick that shot, but it went straight to the middle stump. A new batter is coming in. Kafayat Olusunde. Another ball went across to the wicketkeeper's hand.
I would have expected Kafaya to have gone front foot on the offside rather than trying to look for the leg side. If she had gone on the front foot to the offside, she would have played that in between extra covers and mid off and she has gone across the line, and obviously I expected that. You don't play across the line of the ball where you have the bowler bowling it wicket to wicket, and Lucky Piety in 3 balls has taken 2 wickets, and it's 86 for 7. It's 16.3 overs. Just from the replay we can see she should have just stayed, played on the front foot, went across the line. She didn't even move. She misjudged the line of the ball, and Kafayat has just made her team lose the wicket. And I must say, for the loss of 3 wickets, Pathfinders had just scored no runs.
This is quite terrible, but this is cricket. It happens most time, and the Forest end seems to favor Lucky Piety. And there you go, a new batter coming in, Frank Ubelema. Sorry, not Frank, but Ubelema.
Sade. I think that's Sade coming in, who misses the first ball. I think that might be declared as a bye. Yes, it's declared by a bye by the umpire there. Lovely umpiring by the 2 umpires. A quick field change obviously is expected, as a left-hander is currently on strike. What will Piety do? Will she stick to her off-cutter and try to make sure that she forces the batter to play where she has protection at both mid-wicket and deep mid-wicket? Oh, that was Nick, the wicket keeper, misjudged the time. A run out chance, oh, to the wrong end. A leg by, signal there by the umpire, and now the field set has been changed again. Lucky Piety with the last ball, who has conceded 20 runs for wicket, and the last ball. Oh, lovely bowling, and that is it for Lucky Piety. 4 wickets to her kitty, 20 runs conceded, no maiden over, but she will be proud of herself as she has done justice to her side. She has an economy of 5.00. It's 17 overs, 88 runs, 7 wickets.
Okay, Abayomi, I thought the Pathfinders were going to play out this over, but we suddenly lost 2 big guns on their side, including Kafayat. And now Lucky Piety has taken the shine off their batting. And so we are going to see a new bowler from the Palm Grove end. Okay, that is Sade.
No, actually coming to bowl is Adekunle Shola.
Okay, Adekunle Shola is coming to bowl for Idia Royals. And Fateh Fineface is facing. Abayomi, I think from the physique of Fateh, you don't need to give her a short ball, and she looks like one that can punish you for that with a boundary. What do you think?
Yes, from her physique, she looks like someone who can punish the balls towards the leg side, and you can see from her bat lift. But this time she goes straight. I think Adekunle, who is an experienced international bowler, would know that she doesn't have to go the balls to the leg side, even though she has protection at backward of square and deep mid wicket. She just needs to keep the balls on the offside where she has more fielders. And there you can see she's forcing the batter, a run out chance. And you can see she's bowling that leg cutter and ensuring that even though the batter is a left-hander, it's coming across her and she has no response in trying to go across the line. You can see, oh, wicketkeeper misfields that. Adeshola wasn't happy about that, But 1 run it is. A bye will be signaled there by the umpire, as she has done. Adekunle wasn't quite happy about that. I'm probably guessing she was hoping for all through dot balls. But hey, this is cricket. And now you could see the current run rate is still 5.09, but it's gradually dropping. Gradually dropping. As we're currently on the 18th over. 17.3 gone. Oh, very well bowled. Came across. You could see the batter saying it. The ball came across me. Adekunle, Nigerian experience. We will be seeing her later on this month in Lagos, where we have the NCF Female Invitational. We'll be talking about that in the course of this tournament later on. But more focus is on this first game of the Super 4. Oh, very well bowled on the ground. Good piece of fielding there, but she missed timed the ball. But Lucky Paiti helped out to cover that out for just 1 run. Now they're on the 90 mark, with the last ball of the over to be bowled by Adeshola. Lovely pull up in the air. Can that be taken? I felt that was a half chance. She should have pushed herself to it. Those are the kind of catches that make differences in the game, but she was just comfortable to just allow the ball bounce in front of her. And 1 run it is, and that should take us to the end of the 18th over, as it's 91 for 7.
2 overs to go. Can the Pathfinders find the way up to 100? I think the batters left can still push to make sure that they have 10 more runs. But I think this will go the way of the superior Idia Royals plan.
Sorry, I had to just smile about that. It doesn't really matter. It could go anybody's way. It could just go anybody's way. And now the 19th over from the experienced Nigerian international, taking a run up for Idea Royals, putting on jersey number 24, Agboya Pecula. Quick pace bowler. Can she wrap up the remaining 3 wickets for Idea Royals to keep them under 100? Or with fine face be able to take her physique, or she just decides to take a break, and now she's back into the crease. You could see there Boya, Nigerian opening bowler, taking a run up. Oh, lovely piece of fielding there by Paiti. She stayed down, held her hands, and she made sure that that ball does not beat her. And we can see it from the replay. Took her hands down, and she just did it very extremely well. Lovely piece of fielding there by Lucky Paiti. Oh, good Pierce. Oh, that was a wide ball. She needs to come back into the line. I must say this, all what we've been seeing, all the shots being given has been by the man who always loves to be behind the scenes, in person of Rickson Tete. He's the man behind the cameras giving us those shots. And I must say kudos to you, Rickson. ICC beckons on you. Another wide ball. Signal there by the umpire. Two wide balls consistently. Peculiar needs to find a way to get back into her groove. Oh, lovely shot there. That might go all the way to the boundary. No, good piece of fielding there by backward of square. Stayed down, picked up the ball, and throws it back straight into the wicketkeeper's gloves. 2 runs taken, and you can see just a quick pet chat there, telling her, look, you need to just get this done and done with. You've only bowled for 2 balls, given 2 runs off the bat and 2 extras. So at this point, Pecula will be telling herself, I just need to bowl it wicket to wicket, and if she's lucky, she might just get her first wicket in this innings. Lovely piece of fielding, cutting it across. That's what you want to see, keeping the ball across the line of the bat. You can see the balls being passed across, and the fielders will be hoping that this over just ends immediately and they focus on the last over. It's 96.7, 3 more balls to be bowled. Oh, lovely shot straight towards backward of square. Oh, lovely piece of fielding. I must say, we're seeing very good piece of fielding by Idea Royals. They're just staying on the ground, ensuring that they get the maximum for this piece of fielding. And you could see it from the replay. Lovely square court, and she just stayed down. That's what you want to see from piece of fielding. Lovely shot there by Rickson Tete.
Yeah, I must say, Abayomi, the girls did say that they are going to talk once they come into the field, and they're really talking with their cricket action. Peculiar again with the ball, but taken by Fatih Fineface. An opportunity for run out, but no. It went to overthrow to the Palm Grove end. There's a chase there, but they have succeeded to make 2 runs. Okay, we are seeing these girls here trying to make sure they keep themselves out of the contraptions of Idea Royals that's playing under 100. It's 99 for 7, and just the last ball of the 19th over. Peculiar going again for our last ball. Would she be particular about it to find a wicket? Almost, but that went beyond the wicket keeper. And that's a by almost a 4. Stopped there by a fielder. 1 run, and it was a wide. The umpire just declared a wide. Abayomi, what do you think of the energy that Peculiar is bringing to this bowling? She's a pace bowler, but she's not on target.
Well, she just needs to go back to the basics. Wicket to wicket is what pace bowlers usually bowl. Cut off the cuts, just keep it wicket to wicket, and you will get the balls done. That's exactly what I expected her to do. Keep it wicket to wicket, and that has brought us to the end of the 19th over. And we both said it, this team will definitely go above 100, and they are 102 for 7 in 19 overs. You can see they will be happy with themselves. This is the last 6 balls of the first innings. What can they do? Who will be bowling the last over of this first innings? I think if I'm right, it's Adeshola who will be bowling. Adekunle Shola will be the one bowling the 20th over. Experienced bowler. She knows what she needs to do. She knows she needs to keep it wicket to wicket. And I must say, she's vastly experienced. Made her debut at age 16 in the 2023 Nigerian Female Invitational last year in Lagos. And a lovely shot there by Sade towards the 3rd man region for a single. And now a quick field change, since you have a left-hander. Adeshola not having just one protection at the back, and that's a deep mid wicket. Oh, the wicketkeeper and the captain has decided to have backward of square and deep mid wickets. That's what she, and you can see on the field, Adeshola has 5 fielders on the offside and 4 on the leg side, so she has to keep it more on the offside than the leg side. Oh, wicketkeeper will have to chase that down herself. 1 run taken. I must say kudos to Adeshola. She has only conceded 12 runs, I beg your pardon, 13 runs in 3.2 overs with an economic strike rate of 3.79. That is what you would have expected from a spin bowler like Adeshola.
Thank you, Abayomi. This is a good one for Nigeria, because if you look at the crop of players we have now in the mix of the national team, the yellow greens, female yellow greens rather, I think Nigeria can boast of experienced player. Oh, that's a up one. There is a catch, and the wicket keeper of the Royals just did justice to that, and a wicket is down. And who is out there? Abayomi, can you fix that out?
Yes, from the replay we can see Shade misjudged the line of the ball. She wanted to go across, but rather found the edge of the bat, which went straight up into the air, and the wicketkeeper did justice with the gloves, because that was definitely her catch. And it's 104 for 8 in 19.3 overs. Adeshola finally having a wicket to her kitty.
Beautiful performance there by Adeshola, and talking about her age and the advantage Nigeria has in the crop of players at the national team. They are quite young, and most of them took their debut under the age of 18. This is a plus to Nigeria when we have the likes of Shola, Adekunle, Lucky Piety, all under. Okay, Joy, a new batter is coming in. Jeremiah is coming in to face Shola Adekunle. So Abayomi, looking at this competition, it has given Nigerian Selectors Board and the coaching crew opportunity to select young and vibrant players for the national team. What do you think of the future of Nigerian female cricket at the international level?
Give or take, in the next 5-6 years, we will be seeing these females compete with the likes of England, India, Sri Lanka, those full associate teams, because I must say at the last lovely shot there towards backward of square, where 1 run, just to continue answering your questions, where we saw them at the qualifier slug it out with the likes of Botswana and Namibia, even Kenya. I must say that these ladies have, over the time with the coaching crew of Sarah and Leke Oyede, they've done extremely well, and I must say that both of them, that Sarah from Kenya and Leke Oyede, are both on this field, but at the back end, maybe before this tournament ends, we would have them in the comms box. And ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the first innings of this Super 4 South Female League. Akanimo, could you quickly run us through the batting scorecard?
Okay, thank you, Abayomi. We have here topping so far this batting scorecard, Divine Uranta, who had 40 runs to herself of 51 balls. We had Frank Belema, just 1 run of 5 balls, and she was taken out through LBW. And we have Nwana Moses coming up with 6 runs. James Glory coming up with 13 runs of 17 balls. Rebecca Awaji made it 12 balls. And there's a long name here, Bamanja. She had 6 of 6. That's a comfortable strike rate. Fateh Fineface, who played not out, had 6 runs of 10 balls. And unfortunately, one of the big guns of the Pathfinders, Kafayat, played the dog. And Shadi Abaje made 5 of 9 balls. Then Joy Jeremiah just made one run, not out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you just heard it. And quickly, the match summary on the screen. There you have it. Pathfinders, Divine with 40 off 51 balls. James Gloria with 13 off 17 balls. Rebecca will be back for the second innings, ladies and gentlemen. All right then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second innings of this game, and you can see that it is 107 runs needed of 120 balls, with Pathfinders Cricket Club bowling and Idea Royals going in to chase down the runs required. And opening the bowling is Uranta, who has just bowled the first ball as a wide ball, not the way they would have hoped to start. I still have with me here Akanimo, who will be joining me in the comms box as we run through the second innings of this game. Lovely piece of bowling there by the bowler. She's going to be taxed to putting the balls more on the offside than on the leg side. And that's it. Wicket to wicket. That's all you need to do. Nothing extra. Just keep it wicket to wicket, where you have Favour and Igbine Dion, Victoria. Both of them are on strike. Victoria, I beg your pardon. Oh, lovely bowling there. Keeping it on the foot stump line. Divine. She's just bowling the balls, forcing Favour to play on the front foot. Jersey number 16. That should be declared as a wide ball, and yes it is. Will the batters be able to go for two comfortable runs taken? Akanimo, would you say that this is the way that Pathfinders would have started their defense of 102 runs?
Thank you, Bayomi. I don't think this is a good one, because already the stats have come out to show that if they continue this way, in no time, Idea Royals will be taking them out with 118 runs at the current rate that they are going.
And that's the first wicket there, played up in the air across the line. She should have played that straight up, but she played across the line of the ball. That's not what you want to do, and we could see from the replay she took her time. Lovely stand, but mistimed that ball, and it just went straight up, where the bowler continued and followed through and took that catch, and it's 5 for 1 after 0.3 overs.
Okay. Who's that? Okay.
Boya Pecula is the new batter in. She's going to be saddled with the tax of just seeing the last 3 balls of this first over, and hopefully she wouldn't lose a wicket, as they are 5 for 1 of 0.3 overs, and what is needed is required run rate is 5.23, and they are currently on 10 runs per over. Can they see that all through? It's just a matter of time. Divine with the 4th ball of the first over. Lovely shots, square cut, straight up. Can that race to the boundary? No, cut off there by the fielder. Lovely shots there by Agboya Pecula, making a statement known. She played out with an intent. Those are the kind of intent you want to see, and you can see from the replay, she swung the bat full, went straight down the line, and that's the intent you want to see from batters like Pecula.
Indeed, Bayomi, Pecula is a great batter. If you look at her stats, even her position, waiting for the ball, and she took another one. Oh, this time might be a single. They are going for two. A sloppy fielding there. Good, great one from Peculiar. If you look at her stats, she has played 105 matches and she made a great runs of 577. She's a good batter any day, anytime, and I think Idea Royals will be so proud to have her in this game. She can turn things around. Okay, still bowling. Last ball of the first over. Divine Ranta is bowling from the forest end. Wicket to wicket, but it went low. Cross to the wicket keeper, who had it in our safe hands. It's an over. Okay, sorry for the break. Kafayat with the first ball from the Palm Grove end, and that was taken. Okay, that's a 4. That's a 4. I was in doubt, but the umpires declared it. That's a 4 for Peculiar. Perfect batting. Abayomi, what do you think of this game?
I think Pathfinders need to understand the fact that their Royals are in for a slog. The batters are taking advantage of the loose ball, swinging their bats. You could see that is what we mean. Igbine Dion swinging her bats to the balls. Once the balls are bowled on the offside, she just swings it since it's not threatening the Storms, and they are taking advantage of those balls. At this point in time, I will be asking if I were the captain of Idea Royals, I would recheck my field sets and ensure that the balls are just bowled wicket. Oh, lovely square cut shot. That's a perfect shot. Those are the kind of shots you want to see from experienced batters, and that has gone all the way to the boundary for 4. Lovely shots there by Peculiar. She took her time, waited for the ball. You could see from the replay, swung the bat at the ball, went straight down. The fielder had a chance to cut it, but rather than use her hand, she used the leg to kick it into the boundary for 4. Intent is clear. Current run rate is 12 runs per over, and the required has just dropped to 4. If they continue at this rate, we might be finishing in this game before the 15th over, as it's 19 for 1 in 1.4 overs. Kafayat Olusunde with 10 runs already off 4 balls, with the last ball of the over to be bowled. Once again, we would like to say a very big thank you to Pet Foundation, Edo State Cricket Association, Nigerian Cricket Federation for ensuring that this female league continues to wax strong after 3 years and also, most importantly, the Edo State government for ensuring that security, safety of not just the officials but also the players is paramount. Very big thank you to every single one of you. Two wides back to back, and it's already 21 for 1 in 1.5 overs. Kefayat Olusunde, maybe the captain will be thinking of cutting her off, as she has only considered 12 runs off 1 over. And oh, she is even the captain, so the question is, would she cut herself off? Because that's not the kind of plan she would have been hoping for, as it's 21 for 1 after 2 overs.
Okay, Abayomi, we have a great game here already. There's a statement play from Peculiar. It's quite classic to see a batter of repute bring herself to this type of game. She's definitely business-like and she wants to wrap it up. We have a new... another bowler is coming in. Divine Oranta coming from the forest end of the pitch. And facing is Peculiar, who's going to be particular about this one. She misses, and that's the dot ball. The wicketkeeper has it safe. I think the girls from River State, Port Harcourt precisely, are very determined to make sure that they give a good fight of this competition.
Yeah, definitely they have to give a good fight of this competition. They know they have a chance of getting into the finals, which will be played tomorrow. If not, they should just be asking themselves, what did we go wrong, or where did we go wrong? Go lovely bowling there by Divine, keeping it wicket to wicket, covering up for Kefayat over. She has bowled 3 dot balls already, and if she can get the last 3 dot balls, that will be the first maiden in this innings. Oh, no ball declared. I think that was the front foot. No ball declared by the umpire. Miracle. It was obviously the front foot, and you can see a free hit. So earlier on we were saying in the comms box that why is it that once a batter sees a free hit, the mentality we have is just that we have to clear the fence. Let's see if Peculiar has that same mentality, and that's what she has done. Oh, lovely piece of fielding there by the fielder, staying down, stopping that from beating her to go to the boundary for 4. Lovely piece of fielding there by the fielder. I must say, I was expecting but not expecting that Peculiar was going to swing a bat for that, though the ball was outside the off stump, and you can see the fielder stayed down, took her body behind, and stopped the ball from going to the boundary for 4. Oh, lovely piece of fielding, bowling there by Divine. She's keeping it. I must say, I'm really impressed with her bowling today. She has been bowling it wicket to wicket. She hasn't done anything extra, just keeping it wicket to wicket and nothing extra. That's what you expect from an opening bowler with a new ball. Oh, lovely piece of fielding, forcing the batters to come forward, and that has brought us to the end of the 3rd over, as it's 23 for 1 with the required run rate now at 8.12. So I beg your pardon, the required run rate now is 4.94 and the current run rate is 7.67, and it is 84 runs required in 102 balls.
Okay, we have a new bowler coming. Another bowler, a return bowler rather.
Quite interesting to see that she decides to bring herself back, but maybe she just felt okay, she could do something spectacular with the ball again. Short ball outside the off stump, in between the gap. Extra covers has to come into play, and she picks it up easily and throws back into the wicket keeper for one. The captain of Pathfinders needs to come into her groove. She can't be bowling loose balls or short balls for these two batters. Shot of a good length this time, but the batter wasn't quick to judge the line of the ball. I think Kafaya is using a wrist to bowl, but with the way this ball just came, it just came slightly away from the bat, so she's using a wrist to bowl. So she needs to bowl it between the third stump and the fourth stump. Oh, lovely bowling there. Good piece of bowling. And now the batters are having a discussion. Obviously, with what we've seen, it might be what they've also seen. She's using a wrist, and she's using it perfectly well. Let's see if the fourth ball would be another dot ball, or will Igbinedion take advantage of it. Now this time straight into the bat, but a dot ball. Good bowling from Kafayat, ensuring that the batter doesn't take advantage of that. A white ball declared there by the umpire. With just 2 balls left in this over. Oh, lovely shot. Has that gone all the way to the boundary? The fielder is chasing it down. Can she cut it? Yes, she does. She picks it up and throws. Lovely piece of fielding there by the fielder. Pathfinders needs to find their groove. They need to break this partnership. They just need to find a way to break this partnership, because if these two continue at this rate, they might be finishing the game or taking their side to a comfortable point before they lose their wicket. Full toss up in the air, but Madoff was a long off, I beg your pardon, and she just had to watch the ball bounce for a single. And that single has brought us to the end of the 4th over, as it's 27 for 1. Bowling change for Pathfinders. Putting on Jessie number 1. Is Marianne. Full toss on the leg side. That might race all the way to the boundary. The outfield is a little bit fast this morning, and yes, it is. That's a boundary. It's not the way she would have hoped to start. Full toss on the leg side will definitely be punished by any batter in this world, and you can see from the replay she just waited for it, swung her bat to it, and that has gone all the way to the boundary for 4. Lovely batting there by Igbinedion. Victory. To the leg side, another wide ball. Signal there by the umpire, Miracle. Leg side again. She needs to understand that she has to cut off these extras. At this point in time, you can see the captain talking to her. She needs to cut it off. 100 runs, it might look a little bit much, but the extras will take your opponents closer to their chase. And that's what you expect her to bowl. Keep it on the offside, where she has more fielders. At least she has 5 fielders on the offside. So why is she looking at bowling it to the leg side when she can just keep the balls on the offside all through the day? Oh, that's what you want to see. Run out chant to the bowler's end, but the batter's take an easy, comfortable one. Peculiar is 11 of 11. That's a strike rate of 100. And Igbinedion is 13 of 14 balls. Peculiar is going after everything being bowled on the offside. She has the height, she has the swing, so she's taking advantage of her physique to the balls on the offside. Oh, lovely bowling there. Very well bowled. Knew what she wanted to do. Made the batter, found the gap between the bat and the pads. And the middle stick just went flying as Peculiar has lost the wickets. And let's see that from the replay again. You could see she took her time and she just waited and just leaped, bowled it there, forced the batter to open that front foot where the ball went in between the pads, and the middle stump found its way to be dislodged as it's 35 for 2 after 4.5 overs. End of the 5th over as it's 37 for 2. Igbobie is the new batter, but we have a bowling change from the palm tree end. Putting on jersey number 10 is Fine Face. She'll be the bowler from the palm tree end. 17 runs needed in 19 balls. Current run rate is 7.40 and the required run rate is 4.67. Very well bowled there by Fine Face. The batter had no response to that. She just had to watch it pass her into the keeper's gloves. On the ground, lovely piece of fielding there by Divine. Oh, misjudged the line of the ball. Her foot was there, but she didn't judge the line properly. Another dot ball. 3 dot balls already in this over. Oh, lovely piece of bowling there. Coming in from a left-hander coming from over the wicket. The ball just seems to be like an outswing for the right-hander, and she just seems not to be getting into the line. And you could see there's a quick discussion between the two batters, and probably she'll be telling her, keep your eyes on the ball and keep your foot there. You will get into the line. And that's what it is, and I think that discussion has paid off. Would that race all the way to the boundary for 4? Yes, it has. That discussion did eventually pay off, and the boundary it is. I must say that once you have a good non-striker as a partner who understands what the bowler is doing, and that's what she has just told them. You could see from the replay, she waited for that ball, swung the bat, and that just raced all the way to the boundary for 4. Lovely batting there by Igbinedion. Very good dot ball, and that has brought us to the end of the over. And after 6 overs, it's 41 runs on the board, 2 wickets. And let's see what is needed. It's 66 runs needed from 85 balls. It just seems doable. But what matters most now for Pathfinders is dot balls. If they can get dot balls, they will be able to win these games. But the way Idea Royals are going, they are just on top of it. Change of bowling for Ideas, putting on jersey number 25. Lovely piece of fielding there, even though she couldn't hold on to the ball, but she did extremely well. Up in the air, but safe for just a single. Another wicket has just been taken. Wana doing justice with the ball has just taken another wicket, and it just seems like Pathfinders are getting into a danger zone. You could see that in between the batter and the pads. In between the batter and the pads. Not the kind of way they would have expected to lose their wicket. Fine Face coming into the attack from the palm tree end, and she has been doing justice with the ball. Only considered one run in this over, and she has 5 dot balls to herself. Can she bowl another dot ball? Oh, lovely bowling. Good piece of bowling. She's actually bowling with her back, so it's actually going to be a little bit more difficult for right-handed batters to be able to judge how the balls would move. And after 8 overs, it's 44 for 3. This just looks like it might just be going the Pathfinder's ways. Let's see if we can get the warm charts up. And there you can see it right there on the warm chart. At the same time, both teams were on the same runs, and it just looks like things might just be going the Pathfinder's way. Uwana coming in to bowl from the Forest end. Not given as a wide. I think these two bowlers who have bowled in the last couple of overs have done extremely well, cutting off the run rates. Uwana and Fine Face. Uwana has only considered 2 runs, taking 1 wicket in 1.1 overs. On the ground towards square leg. Square leg picks it up, but just 1 run taken. Full straight, full face of the bat, but could only find the edge towards point, and 1 run taken. Akanimo, can you run us through the second Super 4 game that we'll be expecting to see later on this afternoon?
Thank you, Bayomi. I think after this, immediately we are going to see action and hostilities between the girls that are adopted the name of the first place cricket was played in Benin City, talking about Adolo Amazons against the Smashers of Uyo. The Smashers are done with the likes of Captain Blessing Etim, the female yellow-green captain, and Salome Sunday is there in the mix. The centurion of this tournament is also there, talking about Esther Sandy for the Smashers. They will be looking up to a great challenge from Adolo Supernovas, Adolo Amazons rather, in the next action. Adolo has the big names also to their list as they will file out against the Smashers immediately after this activity.
And you've heard it for Nakanemo, and that was a lovely drive there by Igbenedon. And just so you would know, the batter who is currently facing is Lucky Piety. She plays that in the air. Kafayat just waited for it and allowing that to bounce twice before she picks it up for just a single. And that single has brought us to the end of the over, as it's 49 runs for the loss of 3 wickets, ladies and gentlemen, in 9 overs. Current run rate is 5.44 and required is 5.27. And let's see what is required for Team Idea. It is 58 runs required in 66 balls. I must say this is not a tough one, based on the fact that you have Lucky Piety and Igbenedon Victory, who is 20 of 31 balls. These two can see their side through to victory, or would it be the bowlers of Pathfinders Cricket Club taking the day? Fine Face bowling from the palm tree end. She has Nigerian experience, middle order batter Lucky Piety to contend with. Umpire not signaling. We thought that was a wide. Even Lucky herself also thought it was a wide. But umpire sees better. Probably she bowled within the arc region. Lucky readjusting herself, putting on jersey number 20, taking a stand. It was good to know back then that when Lucky was batting, when she started her cricket, she was playing against Meo. Lovely shot in between, third slip, straight to third to fine leg for just 1 run. I was going through the history of Lucky back then in the hotel room, and I was told that she actually played with boys in Edo Boys High School back then. So I'm not quite surprised that she has those strokes and she has those strengths. And piercing and finding the gaps is one thing that Lucky is good at.
I think Lucky is a exceptional young chap. Oh, sorry, that is down. A wicket is down there. And the bowler has just taken a wicket of the Idia Royals. Ibinedion is the person out there.
It's one.
And I think Bayomi from the replay can say exactly how it went.
Yeah, from the replay you could see she waited patiently, misjudged the line of the ball. I think it was a little bit of an inner edge there, played on, I would say, but in the cricket books it's nothing like played on. You bowled. There's nothing like played on. So unlucky, not the kind of ways batters really want to get dismissed. It's a different case if it doesn't touch the bat, but it touched the bat, but it was just a faded edge. It went straight onto the stump. So unlucky, and it's 50 for 4 in 9.3 overs.
Okay, Abayomi, you've been in the middle sometimes back for your club or your country. How does that feel if you assist yourself to go out through your batting?
I think I said it earlier, no batter ever wants to go out where you know the ball actually did hit your bat. You know, there's this feel once the ball hits your bat, you're looking forward and then you look back and you see your stumps being dislodged. You just ask yourself, what did you do wrong? Was it that you didn't hold the bat firm enough, or you swung too early to the ball, or you just didn't do a lot of things would have run through your mind as regards that. But hey, it is what it is. A batter has only one life in the middle, but a bowler, like we say, has 6 lives to take a batter out, and that's just so unlucky.
Okay, I remember while coming into the game, somebody said that cricket is the most real game in the sense that what is presented in life is really played out in cricket. You have just one life, and you do not have it like other games. Okay, that's another one from Fateh Fine Face, and Omoye Alone came in there. I think I didn't mother the name, but if I did, please pardon me. Omoye is here. I'll stick to that. And she just faced the first ball, and it was a dot ball. And Fateh Fine Face coming in again with a feed ball. There was no contact, and it still went straight into the hands of the wicket keeper for Pathfinders. And she will be taking her last ball of the over, coming in from the Palm Grove end. The ball bowler is delivering, and it went straight into the wicket. The last ball made the injury, and let's check out who is out there. Unfortunately, Omoye is out. Omoye is out. She has not had so much experience, and she didn't know this Fateh Fine Face would turn her face ugly at the end of the over, the last ball of the over. Sorry, cricket happens. Abayomi, take over.
And you can see from the replay, she just took her time, bowled it perfectly. She played across the line of the ball. That's not what you want to do. You don't play across the line of the ball. Let's see that again from the replay. She played totally across the line of the ball. You could see the bowler. She waited, bowled with her back, and she just went completely across the line of the ball. Lovely piece of bowling there by Fine Face, as it's 50 for 5 in 10 overs. And you can see the warm chart at this point. It's almost equivalent to the same wicket, except for the fact that it is just 1 wicket ahead. Favour is the new batter in, and she has to partner with Lucky Piety. Uwana is bowling from the Forest End. She's bowling her third over, only conceded 7 runs and has 1 wicket. White ball signal there by the umpire, Miracle.
Okay, I think Uwana need to be careful not to give so much extras to the opponent if they have to take this fight home towards the final overs. Okay, there's a contact and a catch there. What a celebration from Pathfinders. They have taken a big wicket.
A person of Lucky Piety.
A big wicket has been taken down by the team, and the celebration complements that. Lucky Piety, the star of the team, has just been dimmed by Uwana.
And let's see from the replay, you could see Uwana taking her time, bowled it slightly short, and she just played it casually to silly mid-off. That was just too casual. If she wanted to hit that ball, she should have hit it with so much power, with so much strength. Rather, I would say that shot was just more of a practice shot or practice catch to the fielder, and Lucky Piety has lost the wicket. Let's see that replay again. We can see it was just too casual. You can see Uwana, she bowled it short, too casual. She should have played it with so much power, but rather she just pushed it into the fielder's hand. Total score is 51 for 6. This looks like Pathfinders might be getting it. It's getting closer gradually. It is 56 required in 59 balls, with 4 wickets still to be bowled. Is that a wide? Yes, it's another wide ball.
I think the table has turned by me. I think pressure is always the trade of cricket, and it's unfortunate it has turned against Idia Royals. A dot ball is not what is needed now, but Uwana has delivered that for the fielding side. Idia Royal seems to be under the pressure. 52 for 6. But they do have enough overs if they can hold on to their wickets and play out the overs. What do you think?
Yeah, you're definitely right. All they need to do is just keep this partnership for the next 9.4 over, beg your pardon, 9.3 overs, if they are able, if they're gonna have any chance of winning this game. But I must say, Uwana and Fine Face have done extremely well. They have bowled 3 overs each and have done extremely well to keep the Idea Royals run rate under 4 runs per over.
Abayomi, did you expect this to be the result at this moment, or the other person was supposed to be on top?
Oh, lovely piece of fielding there by Kafaya. She slided and stopped that, but the batters will go for 2 comfortable runs. Lovely piece of fielding. I didn't expect this to go. Oh, I beg your pardon. I think that should be 3. That might be 3, but we'll wait for the scorecard to change. But if we could see how the fields. Oh, okay, yeah, that's it. 3 runs there. 3 runs taken there. We're trying to confirm what's the confirmation between the umpire, but let's see if we can have that replay all of a lovely piece of fielding from Kafaya, and you could see the ball being bowled, and she went straight on the ground. Kafaya was running down towards it, and she just dived. Oh, lovely piece of fielding. Good footage by the cameraman Rick Sintete. Lovely footage there by him.
We used to call him Guru Tete those days, and he still maintained that cap, the guru behind the lens. Our director of photography here is making sure that we have a beautiful clip of the action here from the highlands of Yoba in Benin City, Edo State. Now we have action returns. Owana still bowling from the forest end. There she goes, delivered, no contact, right into the arms of the wicket keeper, and that seems to be the last ball of the over. Okay, and the scores remain 55 for 6. Abayomi, what do you think of these girls? If they should keep it this way, I think the pressure is really much on Idia Royals, who hitherto was expected to be on top.
Based on papers, I would have expected that Idea Royals would have been cruising through to victory based on how the opening batters did, but consecutive wickets being lost has now put the pressure back on them, and Pathfinders will be telling themselves, you know what, let's just keep this dot balls coming, let's just keep bowling wickets to wicket. We might just be lucky to get the remaining 4 wickets, as Fine Face is coming to bowl her last over. She has 2 wickets to her kitty and only conceded 6 runs.
That's a beautiful economy, I must say, from Fatty Fine Face. She did contribute so much also for her team during her batting inning, and now she's doing wonderfully well in the bowling session, helping put the pressure on the opponent team. That's first ball delivered, and no run. Second ball coming. She flinged. That was an H, but the keeper dropped the ball. Maybe too casual.
Catches win matches. Wicketkeeper is also a fielder. She needs to understand that she doesn't need to drop those kind of tiny nicks. If those nicks come, she needs to take them into the gloves. Those kind of nicks help her team to victory. Oh, lovely piece of fielding there. I must say that Fine Face has been bowling with her back extremely well. Even with her physique, you could see that she's cutting those balls away from the right-handers, and I must say that's a very big kudos to her. Now this one is straight full towards the leg side. Oh, a little bit of a sloppy field in there. If she had held on to that ball, she might have had a run-out chance. But hey, 1 run just only considered. 3 runs, 3 balls left to be bowled in this over.
Yes, some uniqueness about cricket game. When you are sleeping, you'll be caught napping by your opponent. I've seen a Lucky Piety, if I can recall that. It's still a painful one, that she lost her wicket when we least expected, because probably she was not mentally so much in the game as some moments ago. Fatty Fine Face coming in there with should that be the last ball? Let's confirm the records. I think the 5th ball. She's coming with the 5th ball of the over. Still casual. I think that was the last ball.
No, just 1 ball left. Oh, I beg your pardon. Yeah, you're correct. That's the last ball. That's the last ball. Yes, it's just been corrected by our partners, Crick Heroes, as well. That's the scoring app being used by Nigerian Cricket Federation and all state federation, including Edo State. And it's 56 for 6 in 12 overs. Let's see if we can see that Lucky Piety's wicket again. Yes, that's it. Lucky Piety. Yeah, oh, I beg your pardon, that's not it. We'll wait for the director to give us that wicket again. Though this was Kafaya's lovely dive. That's what you want to see from experienced fielders. Change of bowling for Pathfinders.
Okay, Abayomi, we still recall that incident of the exit of Lucky Piety. one of the strong hands of Idia Royals. I think the bowling was delivered by Onwana, who took the shine off her, and a particular name, Finder Bajaman, took the catch that sent over our hero, Lucky Piety. Still bowling from the forest end here. Bowling from the forest end. Who do we have there?
She's putting on jersey number 1, and that should be a white ball. Marianne Olisa is the one bowling. Her first ball was a dot, and the second ball was a white ball. The name Olisa reminds me of one man from the southeast known as Numero Uno Olisa Eguatu. Oh, lovely. Oh, run out chance. Can she take a direct hit? Oh, so unlucky. The batters need to know it takes 2 to run, not just 1. So there has to be communication in the center between the 2 batters, and you can see as they go to the center to talk to themselves, yes is yes, no it's no, no hesitation. If we hesitate, we might just lose our wicket.
Bayomi, we're talking about Olise Eguatu, the man that has been a legend and the man that has groomed a lot of big names in cricket around the country. How would you remember him, looking at his experience and his exploit in cricket?
The best way I would describe Olisa is because I played with him on the field of play. Very well bowled, lovely drive on the ground. That's all you need. Play in the V. That's a classic shot there. Just to answer your question, I played with Olisa. Olisa would use his sledging to take a batter out even before he bowls the ball. He has that ability because he understands at least 50% of cricketers in Nigeria. Straight to a square leg, 1 run. These 2 just needs to build a partnership. That's all they need. They have a lot of overs at hand. They just need to keep just taking it single by single, as they've gone into 48 runs required in 43 balls. They just need 1 run per ball if they are going to have, and wait for that loose balls to be punished to the boundary. That's all that is they need. Full wide, and I just said it. That loose ball would definitely come, and the loose ball has just come, and that to me will be a relieving shot. What a way to end the over. Loose ball on the leg side. She swung her bat and she found that one racing all the way to the boundary for 4. Let's see that on the replay, and you can see from the replay, too full on the leg side. She just waited for it, and it just went all the way to the boundary for 4. Lovely shots there, and it's 63 for 6 in 13 overs.
That was a good punishment given to Marianne Olise for giving a loose ball at this time around when Idia Royals need to up their game. Good, well taken by Chi. Sorry, you helped me with the name there. I can't see clearly. I need a better glasses.
Chukwuonye, that's her name. Chukwuonye is the batter that played that. They was actually Favour that played that for. Oh, I beg your pardon. It was Chukwuonye. The scoreboard is showing you otherwise. Yes, we're just waiting for the bowler who's going to be bowling from the other end. Oh, it's Divine now bowling. Yeah, Divine is the one coming in to bowl from the palm view end. Shot, legs, wide ball. Knew she was going to bowl it shots because of the way she took a run up. Oh, lovely bowling. Good running in between the wickets by the batters. Oh, lovely piece of fielding by the wicketkeeper, throwing it back. That flick reminds me of the great and the legendary Onikoye Ademola back in the days when he was keeping. You don't just take off when Onikoye is with the gloves. Once he runs after it, he just knows where the stumps are. He flicks it to the back, and those wickets will just be falling. But this time, the batters are safe in the crease. That's another wide. I think Divine isn't comfortable from that end. She needs to be, maybe she just needs to come from the other end, from this end where she is comfortable with, where she bowled her initial 2 overs. Oh, lovely shot, a run out chance. Oh, that was close. Very, very close. That was close. Good piece of fielding there by Kafayat. She knew what she needed to do, but only that it wasn't straight into the bowler's hand. If that was in the bowler's hand, I'm sure by now Chukwuemeka would have been taking the walk back to the boundary. Oh, lovely piece of fielding. This is what you want to see from the 2 batters. You don't need to wait for the bad balls. Keep the ball ticking. Keep pushing around. Look for those gaps. You would get home easily. When the bad ball comes, you punish it easily as a 67 for 6 in 30.2 overs.
Yes, India's up their game a little bit better off, and then their current run rate is 5.04, while the required one is 6.00. I think with 68 for 6, the girls are doing on the average well to make sure that they keep up their fight. And 39 runs is required from 39 balls. There's a delivery, but no runs there. I think Divine Uranta is trying to adjust her bowling to make sure that she doesn't offer extras to the opponent, which is good in cricket. Abayomi, I understand cricket is mostly focused on mind game. Do you think of that?
Yes, it's actually a mind game. Oh, lovely shots towards the leg side. A few that didn't hold on to that. Would they have 2 comfortable runs? Yes, they have. Can they come back for the third? Always take the first one fast. The first run should always be fast. They had 3 runs chance there, but they decide to go for 2. And I must say that 2 runs obviously would help them in taking their tally to 70 runs. Required now is 37 of 37. So at this point, it's an evenly balanced game. A dot ball would either take the game to the Pathfinder side, or a run would take it to the Idea side. Oh, that was on the leg side. That was loosed. The batter knelt too early to play that shot. She should have waited for it, and that would have been punished to the boundary. Let's see that, if we can have that from the replay from our director. Yes, you can see she played it. She went too early. She didn't wait for the ball. She saw the opportunity, but she should have waited. And that dot ball has brought us to the end of the 14th over, as it's 74-6 in 14 overs. And just to answer your question, yes, cricket is a mind game. Not only do you play it crossing the rope, the game starts from when you leave either your hotel room or your home or wherever you're comfortable with. You have to start playing the game from there, because if you're not mentally, emotionally, physically fit or in the right state of mind and you come into the cricket game, trust me, it's going to be more and more problems for you. And I think that might be probably one of the problems Lucky Piety had, because before the start of the game, I had a discussion with her. She was coming directly from school, so you could imagine how it's going to be difficult from switching from academic into cricket. So probably by the time if a team crosses into the final, we might be probably seeing a different Lucky Piety at the finals.
Okay, I think these are good lessons and qualities we draw from cricket as cricket players and cricket followers. Because if you can multitask yourself and keep discipline, that's a wide there, and keep the discipline, this can help you in your business, in your administration, in your governance, and this is what we need in Nigeria, as Nigerians are looking up to upturn the economic fortunes of the country at the moment. Back to the pitch here in Yoba College. There's a delivery from the forest end, and it's taken a sky ball there in between. No, nothing happened there. The fielders were waiting for the ball. We should have attacked that ball to have something beautiful for them which would have turned the pressure so much on Idia Royals if that wicket was taken. Abayomi.
You're definitely right, Akanimo. I expected more from Kafaya. She is the captain of the side. She should have gone for that catch. The ball stayed longer in the air. It was just one shot of her. If she had taken off early, she would have taken that catch. Oh, is that an LBW? Not given. I expected Kafaya to have taken the catch. Let's see if our director can actually give us that replay again. And there we have. Just look at that ball. Straight up in the air. Kafaya had every chance to take that catch. And she was just too casual in taking in that ball.
That's not too good of a captain. Maybe like we talk about the mind game, she was not completely here and she had forgotten the targets and the tasks at hand, that they're supposed to find a way around these Idia Royals to come out tops and go into the finals. That's a good shot there. A good fielding. There was an opportunity for another run, but it was too risky because that would have been a chance for a wicket. Talking about the focus on the mind game, I think the scoreboard is supposed to tell these girls where the pressure is turning to and what they need to do to up their game and take the chances as they come. Abayomi, who do you think is more focused here?
Pathfinders is more focused. They know they need to win this game. Oh, lovely bowling there by Marian. Keeping it down, trying to force that Yoka out. And that's what she has done. Lovely piece of bowling. But with the way things are, Pathfinder seems to be cruising up as they are 35 runs in 34 balls. The game seems to be partially evenly balanced. It can dwindle into any team at any point in time. Full on the leg side, but she has protection. 1 run will be taken.
Abayomi, I think as you've rightly said, the bowlers need to take advantage and the batters need to take advantage. But coming from the bowler side, if they can keep the dot balls coming now, the result can twist in their favor. A delivery there and a casual one. What happened there? Waiting for the signals of the umpire. Okay, nothing happened. No drama. It's just the end of the over.
15 overs gone. 74 runs on the board. 6 wicket it is. And now let's see what is required, Akanimo. Let's see if our director can put that up on the screen. Yes, you have it there. 33 runs required off 30 balls. This looks doable. Dot balls matters at this point in time. Wicket matters at this point in time. Every loose balls matters at this point in time. Every run matters at this point in time.
If you can look at the balls, the last 2 overs, I think Chukwu and Favor had doing themselves a good partnership there and seeing the balls better than before. And if this partnership is not broken, I'm very sure they can play out the overs and win the game for themselves. Is that a new bowler coming in? No.
The skipper is back into the attack in person of Kafaya Olusunde. Full appeal for LBW. That to me might not be given because she was walking down the line on the leg side. There was no way that was threatening the Storms. Kafaya knows what she needs to do. She needs to bowl dot balls at this point. Telling the fielders to attack the ball. If she gets a mid in at this over, it's going to put so much pressures on Pathfinders. Though the overs might not be much, but they might get there. Would that be a run out chance? Oh, she gets out of the shell, takes a single off that ball. That's what you want to see. Required has moved to 7.07 as the current run rate is now 4.83. Current run rate has dropped and required seems to be climbing gradually. Dot balls is all that this team requires now Kafayat isn't watching her wicketkeeper. She was just about to go bowl the ball when the wicketkeeper was actually backing her. You need to be aware because your wicketkeeper is like your partner when you're bowling. Oh, lovely bowling by Kafaya. The captain has just struck and she has taken another wicket as Chukwuonye has lost a wicket after scoring 13 runs of 20 balls. That's a lovely piece of bowling there by Kafaya Olusunde. And let's see from the screen, from the replay again, she waited comfortably and waited and used the eye contact to force the batter to play the wrong shot. It wasn't good intent from the batter, but she only just misjudged the flight of the ball.
Abayomi, a couple of minutes ago, we were putting pressure on her or blame on her that she was not conscious of the game, but I think she has proved us wrong because coming over there to bowl, she had delivered 3 dot balls and now a wicket in this over. I think that must be, that's an applause given to the captain, who has been a captain fantastic so far.
Captain fantastic, you must say, even though she has only conceded 18 runs in 2.4 overs with just 1 wicket, and now we having a new batter in, and it's 33 runs required in 28 balls. Adekunle Shola is the new batter in, and she will be facing experienced Kafaya Olusunde. Adekunle putting on jersey number 12 has a very big task here to fill. Her team needs 33 in 28 balls. Can this be the over that will be determining who will be victorious? Very well bowled there by Kafaya. She's taking the pace off it now. She's now bowling with her wrist, trying to cut the ball, forcing the batters to come forward to play, and that's what you want to see at this point in time. Very experienced from the captain. Straight to the ground. Mid-off comes into play with just 1 run, and that single will bring us to the very end of this over.
Yes, if my scorecard would be, well, 76 for 7, and Idiarias are about to up the game if they can. The required runs rate is 7.75, whereas they are low in 4.75. They must up their game, and the batters in the pavilion need to see the game from that end and know what to bring to the middle if they have to win this game. Okay, Olisa is still coming in again from the forest end.
Who's bowling her last over? She has a last over to bowl right now. She has only conceded 20 runs, 1 wicket. Can she have a maiden over? Because this over is going to be a very, very determining one. Loose balls will be punished to the boundaries. Dot. Oh, no ball. No ball. I'm probably guessing it's the front foot. Umpire signaling a free hit. I think it's the front foot. Straight on the ground. Lovely piece of fielding there by Divine. Lovely piece of fielding there.
I love the fact that the girls, even though they've not had up to 5 years in the game, are very conscious of the rule that during a free hit, a catch does not take out the batter, but they try to make sure they had a dismissal through run out. Beautiful fielding here by Pathfinders, who promised to find a way out around Idia Royals. Can they really do that? Can they really find a way around the Idia Royals?
They don't have a choice. They have to find a way around them. This is a game for them to win. Oh, lovely ball in there. Good cut. She had to use her shoulders to bowl that, cutting it back like an off cut, like a leg cutter, forcing the batter to go forward to play in the front foot. At this point in time, they know they have this game in their hands. They know they can win this game. They just have to find a way to do it. Too full on the leg side. That is just too not required. And that has raised all the way to the boundary for 4. I am sure that the bench of Pathfinders will be relieved about that loose ball, and you can see smashes on the other side has been shown, and you can see the captain encouraging the bowler, come on, you can do better than that, do not worry about that loose ball, just bowl it there. That is all that is required. Hopefully we'll be seeing that ball before the end of this over. A quick field change. Now they have protection at third man. That's definitely a wide ball on the leg side. That's not what you want to see at this point in time. A wide ball is not required at this point in time. You just need to keep the balls on the offside. She has been doing well. Why is she now deciding to go towards the leg side? Just keep the ball on the offside. You have more protection on the offside than the leg side. That's all you need. One run again from the... That's what you just need. But the batters take advantage of that. Lovely running in between the wickets by the batters.
Okay, that is favor.
Mic check. Alright, we sincerely apologies for that mix up in the audio. Let's see if we can get that wicket again. Oh, I beg your pardon, that loose balls. Yes, you can see on the screen. Thank you, director. Body to full on the leg side, and that to me was a relieving shot. That boundary was way more needed at this point in time. So now it's 31 runs required of 24 balls. I beg your pardon, 18 balls.
Okay, indeed, Favor brought a lifeline back to the Idia Royals, and they are up in the game, still having hope that they can pull out a victory in this game. And Pathfinders have really turned out to be a thorn in the flesh for them, because I thought by me they were thinking that they can finish up this early and have their breakfast, but I think it's being extended.
Yeah, definitely it's been extended, and I'm sure they didn't expect it. Now the captain is back into the attack from the palm tree end. She has her last over to bowl. Full straight on the ground. Oh, is that a run out? I thought her legs actually did hit the ball, but it must have gone straight into the wicket. Lovely piece of batting there by Favor. Playing it in the V. She played that ball so straight. That's how the shots your coaches will teach you in the net. Just keep those bats straight. Don't try to turn it. Keep it straight. Once you see the ball into the middle of the bat, just let it go. Then that is what Favor has done. Favor is currently 12 off 17 balls. Adeshola is 4 runs off 5 balls.
But I mean, I think the coaches for the girls will be happy to watch this game. Talking about Coach Leke, Oyede, and Sarah. What the girls are bringing up to table here is palatable, I must say. 88 for 7.
I think Akanemo is trying to go back to the old days. He's already saying that even though he's putting on his glasses right here, he's still going back to the old days. And one more person that we failed to mention his name is the coach of Pathfinders. Oh, loose balls, but there's protection on the leg side. Can they go back for two? Just one. There's a man who has ensured that cricket grows very well, not only in South but also in the South, in person of Theophilus, who happens to be the assistant coach of the female national team. Oh, lovely shot there on the ground into square leg. Now this is not the kind of fielding you want to see by Ideas. I think Favor is already gasping for breath. She can't go for two. I think she's telling the umpire she might actually need water. She's signaling to her side that after the over, please, I'm gonna need water. I can understand based on the weather here. We even at the comms box have a lot of cold water right here, so I can imagine how it is. Oh, appeal for LBW and given. I knew that was definitely meant to happen, but she should have held on high. Let's see if our director can show us that replay. There's going to be so much questions about that. What was the height of the ball? Let's see from the replay. That was, oh, there was no way that was taking the wicket. There was no way that was way high above the wickets. It was definitely high. There was no way it was going to clip the wicket, but hey, it has happened, and it's 90 for 8 in 18 overs.
This is amazing, Abayomi. I must say, I didn't expect this type of result at this moment, at this point in time. But the Pathfinders, the girls from the South city of Port Harcourt, have proven themselves that they are had not to crack here in this mix. So we have a Favor going out, who was interested in taking a water break, but I think her desire has been answered in the wrong way. Oh, no doubt. A new batter is coming in.
So these are the kind of names I love to mention. It is Anointed Akigbe. She is and that happens to be the sister to the umpire Miracle Akigbe. So it's good to say that you have the family playing cricket right here in Edo, which brings me back to the days of the likes of the Adigbolas, the Onzulike's brothers. Even now, currently, we have the Okwe brothers, who are currently in the national team of Nigeria. The Selim brothers as well, who are also playing. So it's good to see that families who encourage their children to play cricket. Hopefully soon we'll be seeing at least maybe 2 or 3 families playing in the national team.
I think we must at this point take a break to commend the board members and leadership of NCF, because they are tasked to make sure that we have about 500,000 kids playing cricket, is still bringing out this type of names that we see, family names in the game so far. Oh, that's a ball. That's a chance for a run out. It's taken. Okay, I might not be the person to make the call. Let's see the umpires. Okay, it's been taken. It's been taken. That's a sign from the umpire that a run out has been there. Pressure has again turned to Idia Royals. I don't know if this app is correct. It's 17 runs required in 12 runs.
I think you need to know it's actually 17 runs off 12 balls. That was a lovely piece of footage there by Rickson Tete. He stood his ground. He knew what he wanted to show us, and he did it exactly. We saw the ball right from the bat straight into the fielder and straight onto the stumps. Lovely footage there by Rickson Tete. And at this point, we can see that it's 90 for 9 in 80.1 overs. Abdul Razak is the new batter in. What is required now is 17 runs in 11 balls. 17 runs in 11 balls. This can go anyway.
Serious and fantastic cricket, I must say. This is quite amazing. This is what we call cricket. I didn't expect this I can't mention name, but I personally, it's a personal view, forgive me. I was thinking that the guys in blue would have been an underdog, but they have taken the fight. They have shown their credit. They have shown their worth in this game. Big kudos to them, and also big kudos to Idia Royals, who are stepping up to try to make sure that they remain the queen. That would have been another loose ball. I mean, that would have been another wicket gone, but thanks to luck. That was a delivery from Wana from the forest end. Okay, the device is not helping me here, but I think I'll hand over to Abayomi, who has the updated screen.
You're actually correct. It's Uwana. I think from the scorer's end, they need to change the score. I beg your pardon. The bowler bowling. It's not Uruata Divine. It's actually Uwana who is bowling. So it needs to be corrected. So it's going to be corrected. We've just been informed by the producer that it would be corrected, and once it's corrected, we would get it done. Wide ball, not at this time. Divine needs to understand, not at this time. You don't need to, when I beg your pardon, she doesn't need to bowl the wide balls at this time. These wide balls are becoming costly. Oh, very good piece of fielding there. And okay, yes, now we have it. It has been corrected on the screens, and we have it up on the screens. Waiting for the last ball. And this is interesting to say. This is the 19th over. This is the most important over. Now it's a 16 runs required in 16 runs required in 8 balls. That's a wide ball. She could see she put her hands on her face. She knew how costly that might be, and she just had to apologize to her side. She just needs to bowl this last ball. Bowl it as a dot ball, and let's see who is going to be bowling the last over of this game. Straight on the ground to Oscar Fires, but no run is taken. Ladies and gentlemen, now we have gotten to the last over of this game. What is required now is 15 runs in 6 balls. Yes, that's, yeah, thank you, director. 15 runs in 6 balls. What do you think, Akanimo?
This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable by me. I did not take the. I don't think the bookmakers would have see it this way at this time around. The home girls being put under pressure by the foreigners all the way from Port Harcourt. I must give it up. You can see the excitement already in the field among the fielders that they have. Idia Royals has been delivered into their hands to do as they please. Can they do that in this last over? Bowling from the Palm Grove end. Divine takes. That's supposed to be a catch, but it's a drop ball by Wana, and that's an opportunity for the batters to make 2 runs. 2 runs it is. 2 runs it is. That was very casual of Wana, who has also helped the team, but that fielding was quite casual. She would have had a dismissal, but now there's a live line again and hope for Idia Royals. Abayomi, you can handle that and see if they would do something better.
Full toss straight to the boundary for 4. Not this time, not what will be required. You can see the jubilation from the bench of Pathfinders. Thank you very much, Ricky, for showing us that clip. You could see they knew that shot was very much important. They knew that 4 was very, very, very important at this point in time, and that 4 now has taken the required run to 5.0 as it's 9 run required in 4 balls. This can go any way. Full again, no ball called as it's gone to the boundary for 4. And we was going Pathfinder's way, but in 2 balls, the whole game has changed. 9 runs in 2 balls. That is what was done. Let's see the replay again. It was just too full. She tweeted for it. The umpire declared a no ball, and 5 runs was taken. Oh my word! This is becoming interesting.
Yes, nerve-breaking situation here from Iyoba College, where the girls are in the middle, giving us beautiful and fantastic cricket to watch. How the table turns, how the pressure change, and now they are even, I must say, from the record. 4 runs from 4 balls. Abayomi, which way do you think this will go?
It could go anywhere. Either a loose ball now would send this game to the wire, or if there's going to be dot balls, it could go anyway. Now what will be required is this: dot balls all through. That's what she needs to do. She just needs to bowl it wicket to wicket. 2 full, loose ball. Can they come back for 2? A run down chance at the keeper's end, but they just take 1 run. Do not forget that ball was actually a free hit, and now it is 3 off 3. 3 runs required in 3 balls. At some point in time, we thought this game was already done and dusted, but in a way, it just came back to life, and this last over has just become much interesting than we least expected.
Okay, these girls have just brought us to the edge of the seat kind of situation here from Benin City, Iyoba precisely, and the girls are still giving us fantastic thing to watch in cricket. What is going to happen? Divine is coming from the Palm Grove end. Good delivery, but the girls are there. Opportunity for runner, but not taken. Not taken by the fielder there. Wow, 1 run has been, and so the ball still remain 2 for 2. This is a miracle situation. Who can turn things around? But unexpectedly, Divine is not giving the best that we have seen of her in the earlier overs. A tidy ball, like you said, wicket to wicket, would have kept the batters in fear, in panic mode. But now she's giving them chance to make out and to lose themselves from this knot.
Let's not forget she had 16 runs to bowl to in this particular over, but now it just seems like she's letting it go. Full, straight up, over the bowler's head. Can they come back for 2? Kafaya picks it up, throws it to the bowler, and ladies and gentlemen, it seems like the team we thought were not going to win have eventually won this game. Congrats to Idea Royals Cricket Club. You can see on the field of play, you can see the fielder there. She knew they had the chance, and you can see the pain she is going through. She is just unconsolable at this point in time, and you could see the gestures of all the fielders of Idea Cricket Club. They are quite happy, and pathfinders on your screen of play will be asking themselves the question, how did we lose this game? They had it in their hands. They fought well from the beginning, but at this point they just lost it. 16 runs was all that was required in 6 balls. Just that 2 balls that was bowled, the no ball 4 and that boundary changed the surface of the game. Good sportsmanship there by the 2 sides.
I must give it up to the last partnership of Idea Royals. They did bring the success home. They were the heroes of this match, I would say. Although Lucky Piety, as we thought it, has come out to be the player of the match, having taken that number of wickets, 4 wickets so far for her side. This is a beautiful game. If you are in Benin City, you need to run down to Iyoba College and see what we are enjoying here. If you are there far away, you can log on to your social media handles, and you see what we are actually viewing from here, you can see your YouTube where you have that. I think my colleague here from the comms will give us the detail that you can watch the next match that will be coming up.
Thank you very much, Akanimo, and we must say very good kudos to the umpires as we can see them on the screen. Miracle and the other female umpire, as we see in person of Ogechi. They've done extremely well. They kept their nerves. They ensure that they abide to the rules and the laws of cricket and ensure that they did extremely well. Thank you very much, umpires, for such a job well done. And before we put up the match summary, I'd like to say a very big thank you to Rickson Tete, who is behind the cameras. He has given us so much shots and so much clip and made sure that every single ball being bowled was being captured. And there you have the winners of today's game, Idea having a prayer and a talks with their coach Theophilus. And now quickly, let's have the match summary on the screen of play, if our director can help us with that.